All right, let's go ahead and go over worksheet 61. Is it a right triangle? Using the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. All we got to do is take these three numbers, plug them into a squared plus b squared equals c squared, making sure that c is the longest side length. When it comes to your legs, as always, it doesn't matter which one is a and which one is b, as long as we're plugging in the longest side for c. So I take a look, I got 3, 4, and 5. Obviously 5 is my longest side. So I'll do 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. I got to solve each of these exponents out. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which gives me 9. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which gives me 16. And 5 squared is 5 times 5, which gives me 25. All right. Once we get the exponents out of the way, we're going to add these two together. 9 plus 16 gives me 25. Bring that right side down. It stays exactly the same. And I get the statement 25 equals 25. That is a true statement. 25 does equal 25. So my answer here is yes. This does form a right triangle, where the legs are 3 and 4, with a hypotenuse that has a length of 5. We see that hypotenuse right across from that little right angle square. So that's a yes. We take a look at number 2. I got 4, 5, and 6. 6 is my longest side. That's going to be my C. I'll plug them in just like I did before. Evaluate these exponents, 16, 25, and 36. Now I want to verify that my left side does equal 36. I'm going to add these two together. 16 plus 25 gives me 41. And we bring that 36 right down. So we see 41 equals 36. That is definitely not true. 41 does not equal 36. So these side lengths do not form a right triangle. All right? You want to make sure you're evaluating all three of these exponents. Okay, a mistake that I see a lot is people going like this. We got 4 squared equals 6 squared. 16 plus 25, oh, that's equal to 41. And then we go 41 equals 41. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we actually evaluate my c squared to get 36, and then test out the left side to see if it equals what we get on the right. All right, so don't do that. I did see that a little bit yesterday. We go down to number 3. 5 squared plus 7 squared equals 8 squared. 25 plus 49 equals 64. 25 plus 49, what is that, 74? Equals 64. So the question like this, it's trying to trick you. If you forget to carry the 1 when you're adding this, you might get 64. But 74 is not equal to 64. This does not form a right triangle either. Moving on to number 4. Number 4, my order is a little bit switched around. We don't go from smallest to largest, but my largest side is 13. So I'm just going to plug them in exactly how they're written. I get 144 plus 25 equals 169. Add these together, I get 169, which does equal 169. So my answer is yes. All right, moving on down to 5. 1, 2, 3. 1 squared plus 2 squared equals 3 squared. I get 1 plus 4 equals 9. 1 plus 4 is 5, so that's not going to work. That would not give me a right triangle. Number 6, 11 is my longest side. So I get 8 squared plus 6 squared equals 11 squared. 64 plus 36 equals 121. Add those together, we get 100, which is not equal to 21. So that's not a right triangle either. Something you'll come to find out with the more practice we get with this kind of work is that there's only a few scenarios where we'll actually get a perfect right angle with 3 whole numbers. Let's see if we get that in number 7. 12, 9, and 15. 15 is my longest side. 12 squared plus 9 squared equals 15 squared. 144 plus 81 equals 225. Add those together, and what do we get? Should be 225. So that one does work out. We do have a right triangle there with a hypotenuse of 15 inches. Over to 18, we might need our perfect square chart for this, but that's okay. What is that? 10 squared plus 15 squared equals 20 squared. 100 plus 225 equals 400. Add those together to get 325. That is not equal to 400. So this is not a right triangle. Last but not least, keeping it nice and short, 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. Now, take a look back. In number 6, we had legs of 8 and 6, and we got 100. So now that we've changed the length of our hypotenuse, let's see if that changes our answer. 36 plus 64 equals 100. Add those together to get 100, and look at that. We do have a right triangle there. Last but not least, 12 squared plus 16 squared equals 20 squared. Again, we might need our perfect square chart for this. 16 squared gives me 256. 20 squared gives me 400. We add those together, and we get a nice even 400 equals 400. That is true. So this is a right triangle. So we got to make sure that the longest side is what we're plugging in for C. Doesn't matter which leg is A and which leg is B. And you want to make sure you evaluate all three exponents given to test to see whether your statement is true or false.